Okay, lots 11, 12, and 13. These would be the 108 gilts. Talked about some 108 males earlier. This is a gilt that we own in partnership with the Hartzell family. This is actually a purchase that was made in the all-in bred gilt sale from Tres Amigos, which actually came from Kilmer's. So kind of a full circle deal there in the all-in sale. The mother herself, is a litter mate to Riley Rotoball's grand overall bearer there at National Junior Summer Spectacular this past summer, and ties back into that Kilmer program that maybe a little underrated in the red program, but have been very dominant here, and hogs have bred on extremely, extremely well. Sired by Triple Threat, which would be the $100,000 boar there that Laird's bought from Trace Amigos, the grand overall Statement Day son. There at Expo, Littermate Barra was grand overall in the Junior Barra show as well at Expo. So a lot of power in the blood, both ends of both sides of the pedigree. And I think hogs different endpoints in this particular litter. Austin's on the first one. This will be lot 11, 108-8. She's the combination gilt. I think that of the three, she's moderate in her type and kind, but still got enough look up front. Very heavy boned and heavy structured, great centered kind of a gilt. I think angle reads good off both ends of her skeleton and still square. I think a gilt that can last, get into that July setting for sure, maybe a little bit longer if you need her to, but offers the stoutness and the burliness, going to be ready to go early in terms of jackpotting, but still going to be one that's going to get into June and July and give them all they want at the same time. Like that gilt quite a bit. I think that she's one that's, if you put it on paper on what she is, it makes sense, and I think feedability on that one's going to be pretty darn good. Lot 12 is going to be next. This is 108-11. First one, she is on her left side, her left hock. She does have a little bit of an abscess there. We'll fully guarantee her. She's a very, very good kind of a gilt. We wanted to put her in the sale. So the buyer does have we'll fully guarantee her, but in terms of quality, she's one that we like quite a bit. 108-11. This dark gilt has always been one that stood out. Killer looking on the side. Got some hard shape working in her. Good composition in terms of her frame and length. She's heavy structured. She's square. She's great looking. She's balanced, and I think the right kind of red one to make a run on down the way. Another one I think gets into the July setting, maybe past that if you need her to. Hard to predict on red ones if they're going to last till August at this time of the year. But I think one that does have enough pizzazz and look from the side to do that. Going to have a little extra shape, a little extra power and dimension. I sure do appreciate a lot of things about that dark colored gilt there. Like I said, we'll fully guarantee her there on that little abscess she's got there on her leg. The bigger gilt of the litter looks like she got all the milk as a baby. She is huge, I guess, comparative to her sisters, but she looks like one that's going to be a good growing kind of a hog. Looks like a future sow for darn sure. She's one that's huge about her center, opened up good and both ends of her skeleton, and I think one that if you like them powerful and to have a little bit more early, she's going to jackpot well. She's going to jackpot early, but sound on her feet and legs. She's got a good look in terms of just looking like a sow, but just dense and burly all the way through. Really, really good litter. We like these 108s quite a bit.